Nelson Mandela, a towering figure in the fight against apartheid and the pursuit of equality and freedom, led a remarkable life that continues to inspire people around the world. Born on 18 July 1918, in Wezo, a small village in South Africa, Mandela became a symbol of resilience, courage, and reconciliation. As a young man, Mandela was deeply affected by the injustices and racial discrimination he witnessed in his country. He joined the African National Congress, ANC, and dedicated his life to challenging apartheid, the institutionalized system of segregation and oppression enforced by the white minority government. In the 1950s and 1960s, Mandela played a crucial role in organizing peaceful protests and civil disobedience against apartheid laws. However, the government responded with increasing brutality, leading Mandela and other ANC leaders to adopt more militant strategies. In 1962, he was arrested and sentenced to life imprisonment for sabotage and conspiracy to overthrow the government. Mandela spent the next 27 years behind bars, becoming a symbol of resistance against apartheid. Despite the harsh conditions of his imprisonment, he remained unwavering in his commitment to freedom and equality. Mandela's imprisonment galvanized international support for the anti-apartheid movement, with people around the world calling for his release. Finally, in 1990, following years of global pressure, the South African government, under President F.W. de Klerk, released Mandela. This marked a turning point in the struggle against apartheid and set in motion a series of negotiations for a democratic South Africa. Mandela's leadership and vision were instrumental in the transition to a post-apartheid society. He played a pivotal role in negotiations with the government, leading to the first multiracial democratic elections in 1994. In a historic moment, Mandela was elected as South Africa's first black president, serving from 1994 to 1999. Mandela endured a 27-year imprisonment, divided among Robben Island, Pollsmoor Prison, and Victor Verster Prison. Due to mounting pressure both domestically and internationally, as well as concerns over the risk of racial conflict, President F.W. de Klerk released him in 1990. Mandela, alongside de Klerk, spearheaded negotiations to bring an end to apartheid, leading to the multiracial general election of 1994, where Mandela led the ANC to victory and assumed the presidency. As head of a broad coalition government, Mandela prioritized reconciliation among South Africa's diverse racial groups and established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to investigate past human rights violations. Despite his own socialist beliefs, Mandela maintained his predecessor's liberal economic framework and implemented measures to address land reform, poverty, and healthcare expansion. On the international stage, Mandela played a mediation role in the Pan Am Flight 103 bombing trial and served as Secretary General of the Non-Aligned Movement from 1998 to 1999. He declined a second presidential term, paving the way for his deputy, Thabo Mbeki, to succeed him. Mandela transitioned into the role of an esteemed statesman, focusing his efforts on combating poverty and HIV/AIDS through the Nelson Mandela Foundation, a charitable organization. Nelson Mandela is widely recognized as a symbol of democracy and equality, earning him over 250 accolades and prestigious awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize. Within South Africa, he is highly esteemed and affectionately referred to by his Thembu clan name, Madiba, while also being hailed as the father of the nation. Mandela's remarkable legacy as a champion of justice and unity resonates deeply both at home and around the world. The National Assembly, following its election, formally appointed Mandela as South Africa's inaugural black chief executive. On 10 May 1994, Mandela's inauguration was broadcasted worldwide, attracting an audience of billions. The ceremony was attended by a diverse array of world leaders representing various geographical regions and ideological perspectives, among the 4,000 guests in attendance. Mandela led a government of national unity, primarily composed of the ANC, which had limited prior experience in sole governance. However, the government also included representatives from the National Party and Inkatha, in accordance with the interim constitution's provisions. Both de Klerk and Thabo Mbeki, as agreed upon earlier, held the positions of Deputy President. While Mbeki had not initially been Mandela's first choice for the role, Mandela grew to heavily rely on him throughout his presidency, allowing him to shape policy details. Mandela occupied the presidential office at Tuynhuys in Cape Town, while de Klerk retained the presidential residence in the Groot Schuur estate. Mandela himself resided in the nearby Westbrook Manor, which he renamed Genadendel, meaning Valley of Mercy in Afrikaans. Additionally, Mandela maintained his home in Houghton and had a house built in his ancestral village of Kunu, where he frequently visited, engaged with locals, and participated in resolving tribal disputes. During his presidency, Mandela focused on reconciliation, nation-building, and dismantling the legacy of apartheid. He worked tirelessly to heal the wounds of the past, promote equality, and foster unity among South Africans of all backgrounds. Mandela's leadership and commitment to forgiveness and reconciliation earned him worldwide admiration and respect. After stepping down from the presidency, Mandela continued to advocate for peace, human rights, and social justice. His efforts to combat poverty, HIV/AIDS, and inequality remain influential to this day. Nelson Mandela's legacy extends far beyond his political accomplishments. He became an iconic symbol of peace and reconciliation, inspiring people across the globe to stand up against oppression and fight for justice. Mandela's unwavering determination, humility, and commitment to democracy serve as a testament to the power of forgiveness, leadership, and the human spirit. Nelson Mandela passed away on 5th December 2013, leaving behind a legacy of hope, perseverance, and the belief in a better future for all. His life and achievements continue to inspire generations to strive for equality, freedom, and a world without discrimination.